Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Madison Spencieri. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a Q&A for you guys. Any questions you want to be answered in future Q&As, leave them down in the comments below this video, and I will answer those ones in these comments in the next video, if that makes sense. But today I am answering the questions you guys left for me on my last video, and we're just gonna jump right in. What's your absolute most favorite item from Pink? That is super hard because there's so many things that I love, just with like the sweatshirts, the tees, the super soft v-necks that I love. I've been showing a lot lately. Bralettes, like panties, like it's a lot of stuff. But my favorite, absolute favorite, like the first thing that comes to my head when I saw that question was Ultimate leggings. I am obsessed with those, guys. Every time we have new ones, whether they're cropped, a different color, full length, ankle length, I'm always looking for new Ultimate leggings, and I love them. I wear them every day, basically, just all different ones, and it's nice having such a big diverse collection because they're my favorite bottoms to wear, just because they're comfortable, they're cute, they're super great quality, and that's why I justify buying so many of them, because I love them. Do you and your roommates get along together? Yeah, we get along pretty well. We're all actually pretty close. I knew one of them before we moved in, and then I ended up meeting two of them as we were looking for houses, and then right before we moved in I met the other one, and I became really great friends with those two as well. We're all really close. We do a lot of stuff together, and it's a really fun living environment, but we also still do have our own lives, so we're not too all up in each other's business, but we get along really well, we have fun, and I'm really glad to have that. What's the best and worst part about college? The worst part is definitely all of the stress that comes with college, when it's, you know, getting stuff done, having time for homework, studying, and then doing, you know, trying to get good grades and a high GPA on top of, I have a job. I'm also involved in my sorority and campus rep, so that is also taking up time. And then I also want to film videos and post, you know, and reply to all my YouTube comments and do all that. So it is a lot all at once, and it is very stressful because obviously, like, I don't love working, but that's something I have to do, and it's, I mean, I guess it's pretty important. And then, but I want to do good in school, but I also want free time, and I also want to sleep, which is something I forget to do. So the stress thing is definitely the worst part, but the best part, in my opinion, is just the whole environment of college. My previous schooling before I came to college, like high school and, you know, everything before that, I just felt in a very small, didn't feel like I could do a lot, and I could be myself completely. And I obviously, in high school you have dress codes, so you can't even wear what you want, and so it's so regulated, and you don't even get to learn the things you want to learn. In college there are general eds that you have to just kind of get through, and some of them you end up liking, but I'm not saying like it was all terrible or anything like that. But college, you get to learn what you want, you know, pick your major, you get to be involved in so many things, you get to meet so many new people. I came from a really tiny high school, so it was just a lot different, and it's just very judgment free, in my opinion. I don't get a lot of that. I've made a ton of friends, a lot of people. It's just a really fun environment to be at. You are on your own, you get to grow up, you get to learn things. I really like love high school, so I think that's why I like college so much more. And so I think that's the best part, it's just the environment and the people and what you get to learn in college, what you get to be involved in, versus just a smaller, more regulated environment. But then with all of that comes the stress, which is the worst part about college. So the end definitely defines the means, where like I'm gonna get a diploma and I'm gonna have a great time these 4 years and I'm gonna learn a lot, but with that it does come a lot of stress and hard work. So that's the best and worst part, in my opinion. Do you have any tips for making friends with people who live on the same floor as you? Last year, I had community style bathrooms, so I would make friends when I'm going to brush my teeth and they're washing my face. I'm like, yo, what's up? And I'm just talking to them, and, you know, just anything, every time you see them and stuff, or you walk by their room, or they walk by your room and they like say hi to you and stuff, just be super friendly and kind and just act like you. I know it's stupid when people are like, be yourself. You know, okay, like we get it, but at the same time, when you're just trying to be so extra or like over the top and just not acting like you, it's really hard for people to tell if you're real or not. So if you just act like the chill ass cool person that you are, you're gonna make friends. And just, yeah, like I wouldn't be all up in people's faces, but at the same time, don't be closed off. If you're just right in the middle of that, you're gonna make friends. I promise you. You found my YouTube channel, so you must be pretty cool, right? Just kidding. I ended up making some really good friends from my floor last year that I'm still friends with now, so it's a really great opportunity to meet people and make friends. How did you and Dalton become friends, and could you please give a little detail about your friendship? I love hearing friendship stories, ha ha ha. Me and Dalton became friends. I met him when I was in first grade, actually, him and my other best friend, Leilani. We all went to the same school, we were all in the same first grade class, and those two were already friends, and then me and her became friends, and so that's how the three of us just got super tight in elementary school and really good friends, like I was saying. We didn't end up going to the same high school, so me and him really weren't close while we were in high school, but every time we would all three get together, it would be like no time had passed because we're so comfortable with each other. We grew up together, so we were really good friends, and I still considered him a good friend. But it wasn't until I came to college here at CSU, and we were both here our first year, and me and him became so tight, like best buddies, and we're still super, super good friends. He's my best friend. I love him to death. I can tell him anything. I can spend so much time with Dalton and not get tired of him, and we do. We spend a lot of time together and hang out together, and he's just like such a G. And I've met a lot of cool people from being friends with Dalton that he, you know, knew previously that I didn't know, and then my friends like him, so it's worked out really well. He's so cool. I want him to be in one of my videos soon. I'm not sure what video, so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, but I really want him to be in my video because I want to show you guys like that part of my life because he's so important to me, and he's like literally one of my favorite people ever. Thanks for asking. That was a cute question. How did you start getting into making YouTube videos? So I started a long time ago, about 4 years ago when I was a sophomore in high school, and I wanted to be like a beauty guru and make like makeup videos and like favorites videos and stuff like that. And I didn't post very much at all, and I'd like delete them, and it was few and far between. No, I really wanted to act and be like some like perfect like beauty guru type of YouTuber, and that just came off really fake in my videos, and it wasn't something I really liked doing. And so I'd go for like a whole year and not post anything or do anything, and I'd delete all the old ones. And so I really didn't even start posting consistently or actually posting content I wanted to until late first semester, early second semester of my freshman year in college. So a little less than a year ago is when I actually like started getting into it and, you know, being myself online and doing videos I actually wanted to do. I was at 1,000 in May and almost 10,000 in August. So it just really just, you know, went very quickly, and it was just because I was posting things I wanted to post. I was acting like myself, and I was showing things I was interested in, and just having a connection with you guys, and that's made all the difference. And why did you choose to move out of the dorms and into a house? The reason I decided to move into a house instead of dorming a second year is because many people actually, it's very common for people to only dorm their freshman year and live in a house or an apartment the rest of their college career. And I wanted to do that route as well, just because I really wanted to be a little bit more grown up and on my own compared to the dorms where it's a little bit more regulated, you have an RA and things like that. How did you survive your first day of college? That's a good question, because my freshman year, the first day of my freshman year in my first class, it was a Monday morning, my first class was at 9 a.m. on my first day of school, and that was rough, guys. I left 15 minutes before class started, and I recommend leaving even earlier than that. I thought I had plenty of time because I lived on campus, but I ended up getting lost trying to find this class. It was super hot, even though it was seriously like 8 something in the morning, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. It was so hot. And so I started sweating and getting gross, and what video am I not talking about me sweating? Whether it's a Victoria's Secret video or talking about my life. Like, I'm always talking about sweating, and I'm gross, and I feel like I'm sweating now. If there's ever a video where I'm not talking about sweating, like, seriously, that'll be a miracle, because somehow that always organically somehow comes up. But yeah, I was sweating because it was so hot, and I got lost. And so I ended up actually meeting up with this guy that I didn't know, but I was just like, hey, do you know where this building? I don't even know how we ended up talking. I think that was like one of us that asked one another. I think maybe he even asked me. And I'm like, oh, like I'm headed there too. Like, let's just try to find it. And so me and him ended up finding it, and we were talking on the way there, and he was super nice, and he was like, yeah, I'm a freshman too. I'm trying to find this building, and like this is, because I was really overwhelmed walking to class because there's so many people. I knew it was a big school, like 30,000 people, but it's still just actually knowing that and seeing it are two different things. And we ended up finding it finally, and he went to his class and I went to mine. We were in different classes. And then when I got there, it was like 3 or 4 minutes before the class actually started, but the whole like class was completely filled. Like all the seats were filled except for one in the middle in the back row, like middle in the back. And it's like one of those things where there's huge rows of people, and so if you're trying to get to one of the middle seats, everyone has to like scoot in, and it's awkward because I walk in the door, I'm sweating, I'm panting, like breathing hard. You can totally tell I'm a freshman by looking at me. I probably have my lanyard around my neck, like knowing me, and I look like a total freshman. And then I had to like climb behind everybody to get to my seat, which is like embarrassing, and I hate doing that when I am sweaty and gross and breathing hard, and it was embarrassing. It doesn't always work out as planned, and that's kind of how I ended up surviving it, by just accepting that and just trying to relax and planning better for next time and learning from my experiences. So yeah. But that is it, you guys. I hope you guys like this video. I really like filming Q&As because it's interesting what you guys want to know, and I love answering the questions for you. And thank you so much for being here and watching and subscribing. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you. You make my world go round, and just, I don't know why I'm not trying to like have some subliminal message to like this video. If you want to like this video, like this video, and if you don't and you want to drop a dislike, that sucks, but like, whatever, you do you. But yeah, if you have any video suggestions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.